The movie begins in the serene wilderness of Dalarna, Sweden, where Jack and his lover, Ingrid, enjoy a tranquil retreat. They go for a walk as they are enveloped by the quiet beauty of the snow-covered forest in peaceful isolation. Their peace is shattered when Ingrid detects footprints in the snow, signaling they are not alone. The tension builds as Jack retreats with her to safety, and the stillness is broken by the cracks of gunshots. Jack's instincts kick in, and he swiftly eliminates the sniper hiding in the distance. To protect his identity and cover his tracks, he makes the heart-wrenching decision to kill Ingrid. He then methodically tracks down and kills another assailant lurking in the woods, further securing his escape. Concerned for his safety from the recent violence, Jack seeks refuge in Rome. There, he contacts his handler, Pavel, who is both a lifeline and a reminder of his dangerous profession. Pavel instructs him to wait at Café di Ghetto, a bustling spot in the heart of Rome, where anonymity can be found in the crowd. When they meet, Pavel offers Jack car keys and advises him to lay low in the remote Italian town of Castelvecchio in Abruzzo, a place where he can disappear from prying eyes and potential threats. Jack drives to Abruzzo, discarding the phone given by Pavel along the way to ensure he cannot be traced. The journey is long and winding, the scenery shifting from urban chaos to rural tranquility. Upon arrival in Castelvecchio, the suspicious behavior of the neighbors prompts him to deviate from Pavel's plan. Instead, he settles in the nearby town of Castel del Monte, a quaint village nestled in the hills. Here, the narrow streets and close-knit community provide a cover, but Jack remains ever vigilant, constantly scanning his surroundings for signs of danger. In Castel del Monte, Jack visits a local cafe and tries to use a payphone, but it fails, leaving him momentarily cut off from his network. During this time, he meets Father Benedetto, a local priest whose curiosity about Jack's past is both comforting and unsettling. Jack's answers remain brief and guarded, but Father Benedetto invites him for a drink. Jack eventually contacts Pavel, who reprimands him for not maintaining communication and assigns him a new task: to construct a custom sniper rifle for a client. This job, more complex and precise than his usual assignments, requires Jack to delve deep into his skill set. He meets with Father Benedetto again, who, with a perceptive eye, senses the burden Jack carries but respects his silence on the matter. Father Benedetto offers to become a quiet confidant, offering solace without judgment. Jack drives to Sulmona, a nearby town, and visits a coffee shop where he meets Matilda, a mysterious and enigmatic client. Their conversation is terse and professional, focusing on the specifications of the custom-made gun. Despite the casual setting, Jack notices someone spying on him, an unwelcome reminder of danger. Later that night, he spots a man watching him, heightening his unease and reinforcing his need for constant vigilance. The following day, Jack collects a package from a local store, an unmarked box that holds the tools for his weapon. He unpacks the equipment and, in the privacy of his secluded hideout, meticulously crafts the weapon. Each piece is assembled with the precision of a master craftsman, a process that provides a fleeting sense of control in his chaotic life. Amidst this, he begins a relationship with Clara, a local prostitute. Their connection, though initially transactional, offers Jack a semblance of normalcy and affection. Jack's interactions with Father Benedetto deepen when he fixes the priest's car. The act of service, simple yet sincere, leads to an invitation for dinner. Over shared meals, a cautious friendship begins to form. When Jack's car breaks down, he visits a local mechanic who is initially standoffish. However, once Jack mentions his friendship with Father Benedetto, the mechanic's demeanor changes, and he welcomes Jack into the garage. Jack collects the spare parts he needs at no cost, a small gesture of goodwill that strengthens his ties to the community. He returns home and begins crafting with the tools, assembling all the parts to create a barrel and muzzle that will complete his weapon. Jack tests the weapon at a secluded riverside site, a tranquil spot that offers privacy for his work. He is impressed with his craftsmanship, the rifle performing flawlessly. Despite another visit to the brothel, he seems committed to his budding relationship with Clara. Jack goes to a coffee shop but remains paranoid, constantly looking over his shoulder. He receives a letter from a friend only to find a magazine documenting the 3 people he had killed in Dalarna. The sight of their faces brings a fresh wave of guilt and paranoia, prompting Jack to take greater lengths to remain inconspicuous, such as coming home late and using alternative paths. Jack picks up Matilda from the train station, and they head to the secluded river where he tests the rifle. Matilda insists on carefully checking the area for footprints and tire marks to ensure they are alone. Jack hands her the custom weapon he crafted, and she assembles it with practiced ease. Her meticulousness mirrors Jack's attention to detail, creating an alliance between the two. She selects a spot for the target, fires, and instructs Jack to move to a distance and shoot nearby her to test the noise suppression. She asks him to make a few adjustments and bring the weapon the following month. After paying him, Matilda discards the bullet casings into the river, and they stage a picnic before leaving. Jack drives Matilda back to the train station, and she departs. Jack meets with Clara, and they enjoy each other's company, finding moments of genuine connection despite his patronizing attitude. Returning home, Jack completes the weapon and creates the bullets with meticulous care that speaks to his skill and his need for perfection. The following day, Clara runs into Jack at a coffee shop, introducing him to her friend Anna, who is learning English. They set up an appointment before Clara leaves. Jack's paranoia is confirmed when he notices he is being followed. The assailant attempts to kill him, but Jack's combat skills enable him to survive. This encounter leaves Jack more determined to understand how his enemies found him, and he contacts Pavel. Pavel advises him to finish Matilda's job, but Jack hesitates. Haunted by dreams of his past actions, particularly Ingrid's killing, Jack remains tormented. Jack meets with Father Benedetto, but keeps his troubles secret. Father Benedetto tells Jack that he senses he lives in a place without love, a statement that resonates deeply with Jack. Later, he dines with Clara and is impressed by how she handles a chauvinistic waiter with grace and strength. He begins to let himself feel love for Clara and envisions a life with her, a stark contrast and brief respite from his solitary existence. However, his suspicion extends to her when he discovers a pistol in her possession. Jack assembles bullets and visits a bookstore to purchase a case for the weapon. Still suspicious of Clara, he trails her without her knowledge, watching for any signs of betrayal. Jack contacts Pavel and requests more time to complete the weapon, a stalling tactic as he contemplates his next move. He packs a picnic basket, hiding a gun inside it, and takes Clara to the same secluded river where he tested the rifle with Matilda. He prepares to kill Clara but refrains when she doesn't try to kill him. He questions her about the gun, and Clara explains it is for self-defense against hostile clients. Jack's doubts are alleviated, and he trusts Clara, agreeing to meet with her later in town. Jack contacts Pavel and agrees to deliver the completed weapon and ammunition to Matilda as his last job. At home, he reopens the briefcase carrying the gun and subtly sabotages it, suspecting Matilda's intentions. Each modification is a silent rebellion against the fate he fears. At a cafe, Jack meets Matilda for the drop-off. His suspicion that she plans to kill him grows, but a busload of schoolchildren arrives, preventing any immediate action. Matilda hands Jack a thick envelope of cash, and they part ways. As Matilda drives away, Pavel contacts her to confirm if she has killed Jack. She admits she has not, but says she is following him. Clara meets Jack at a religious procession in town, a vibrant display of faith and tradition. Jack asks her to leave with him, and she agrees, her trust in him unwavering. As they embrace, Matilda attempts to assassinate Jack, but the sabotage rifle backfires, fatally injuring her. Seeing Matilda fall from the roof, Jack gives Clara the envelope of cash and tells her to wait for him at the river where they had picnicked before. He rushes to Matilda, who is dying on the pavement, and discovers that Pavel orchestrated the betrayal. Father Benedetto sees him standing over Matilda's body and is shocked by his contrasting hidden life. Jack's final confrontation with Pavel occurs as he prepares to meet Clara for their escape. Both men exchange gunfire, a deadly dance of skill and speed. Jack manages to kill Pavel, though mortally wounded. With his strength waning, Jack drives to the river where Clara waits. The movie concludes with Jack collapsing from his injuries as he reaches their rendezvous point, his life ebbing away as he finds a fleeting moment of peace with Clara.